wow, that excursion was so amazing. And the reason why I love this lounge so much is because of these. Oh, no, I've just spilled tea on myself. Oh. And that's us now sailing out of Sint Maarten, and everyone's waving on the top decks of that ship. That's amazing.
Driving down the road that I grew up on once again. It's when I pass your door, the memories come back again. Pictures of us flooding back just like a wave. Makes me wonder what happened, what you're up to today. Remember when we stole your mother's car, we drove for days. Teenagers with too many feelings and rage.
Honestly, it doesn't matter how many times you do sail away. Like, it never gets old. It's always so exciting sailing into a port, but then sailing out of a port is just exciting, especially when you've got that. You know what I mean? Like, it's incredible. Right, now it's a little bit later. Now, I don't think you guys have ever seen me naked on my channel. But I am naked. Well, I'm not naked, actually, that's no, I'm not naked, I'm just topless. And we are in the pool bar. We're gonna get a couple of drinks. So on, I was gonna say on Iona, on Arvia, there is a pool bar that basically loops around. You can like pina coladas, Costa's coffees. The best time I would recommend, well at the moment anyway, to come to the pools on this ship is on an evening, because they're really quiet. So it's currently 7:15. There's no one here. What's your thoughts on the pool bar?
It's quite good. I'm not drinking it yet, like, but
you liking it?
Sky. I remember thinking if I only could stop the time right now, way back when we didn't care.
Guys, good morning from Sint Maarten, and there's actually 2 ships in today. Actually, I think there's 3 in today. Stevie, are you excited for a day in Sint Maarten?
Yep.
Anyway, guys, if you like this type of content, make sure you smash that like button. If you haven't clicked subscribe already, hit that subscribe button and come and join us for a day in Sint Maarten.
I've seen those faces, I've heard all the lies, but you ain't gazing on someone in denial. 'Cause you want dollar bills right now, but you gotta work real hard. I know you want it to be easy, so let your guard down. And I say,
currently on the boat, just sailing out of Sint Maarten, heading towards our first little snorkel site. This is absolutely gorgeous. The water is such a lovely clear blue. This is what it's all about. And this is what I'm going to be using while we're in the water. The GoPro 10, I believe this is. I just got it at Christmas, so actually we'll see how it goes.
Dressed and leave. Oh, I better look for matches before it starts to fade. Oh, I will burn it down, I will burn it
Interestingly, as we drive past these houses, I wonder what the cost is for them. I reckon you're looking at minimum, just to get like a basic, I reckon you're looking at minimum 200,000 maybe even more. Wow, that excursion was so amazing. The only thing is like now I can feel the sun. I just, huge thank you. It's a brand new excursion that, you know, it's only just started, and I highly recommend it. I really do. I highly recommend it. It was really good. Stevie enjoyed it as well. But yeah, I thought I'll just quickly show you the port area here in Sint Maarten. It is really nice. To be honest, all the ports we visited on this cruise have been really nice. Like, I've been on cruises before where the port doesn't even really have it, like shops. It's just like kind of like just industrial, and then you have to get a bus somewhere. But all the ports in the Caribbean are really nice. What I have noticed as well, and this is for people who aren't keen on maybe doing excursions, what I've noticed is quite a lot of the ports have stuff like this, like water taxis to Phillipsburg, $7 round trip, which includes shopping and beach, you know, and then you're right by the beach here. So, you know, that is always an option, guys, if you do not want to do the excursions. Another big thing is everyone's been telling me on board that the taxis are really easy in Sint Maarten. So, you know, you don't feel like you have to do these excursions, because I know obviously that they're not cheap, so don't feel like you have to do them. There's plenty to do around the ports, and if you do want to go further and explore, there is taxi options as well. You can see here as well, so you've got Shopping Harbour Village, taxi tours, and the taxi ranks just to the left of me. I'm not going to put the camera there though, because if I do, they're all going to come running over asking if I want a taxi. That's what I will say happens out here, guys, if you're not on an excursion. Some of the ports, they hound you. Barbados was the worst. We literally had taxi drivers following us, keep saying, do you want a taxi, do you want a taxi? I'll just be mindful of that. Look at that lovely mountain up there. That is absolutely gorgeous. Davey, how have you found Sint Maarten?
Yeah, it's been good.
Really enjoyed it.
Oh, the excursion was great.
It was amazing, wasn't it? Well, it's now that time to get back on our ship. We have had such an amazing day in Sint Maarten. I'm really gutted actually to be leaving. It's just been an amazing day. Hopefully we'll return again soon. And you can see this other ship is still in. I'm interested to see which ship actually set sail first. We're meant to set sail at 5:30. So I'm wondering if this will set sail maybe 6:30 or maybe before. Oh, and this is our last look. It's Sint Maarten. Oh. Stevie, why are you wearing shades indoors?
Why not? Come to take them off.
What do you want to do now?
I don't know, just have a drink.
Just have a drink in the main atrium. The ship is actually generally quiet at the moment because everyone's off the ship. Saying that, it is. Let's do a time check. It's 4:05, so it's not really that early. Do you know, I actually haven't vlogged this yet. Can I tell you something? This is my favourite lounge bar in the entire ship. I absolutely love the Amber Lounge. And the reason why I love this lounge so much is because of the macoladas. They are so good. And you get little bits of coconut on the top. This is the sort of stuff that keeps me happy. Oh, that is so good. That is made to perfection. Oh, and it's now that unfortunate time if both of us are going to be sailing out. I was just saying to Stevie though, I really like the look of this ship. Now, as far as I'm aware, unless, you know, tell me if I'm completely wrong, guys, this is a German cruise line, but it has TUI on it. So am I right in thinking this is like a collaboration between the two brands? Someone who's like more of a cruise expert, please let me know in the comments. But I was actually, this is actually quite awkward actually, because you can actually see their cabins directly across us. But I kind of like their ship. I kind of think I prefer a smaller ship than the larger ones. I think I'm more of a smaller ship person. And this looks like ideal. Like if you're watching this right now and you're thinking that's not a small ship, I promise you this is tiny compared to the ship that I'm on right now. Well, I wouldn't say tiny. It's probably about, I don't know, maybe about 30-40% smaller. It's not as long and it's nowhere near as tall, because where we eat every evening, where the Horizon buffet is where their top deck is. So if you're on the top deck of Horizon, that is above their ship. It's basically where their funnel is. So that just puts it in perspective how big ARVIA actually is. So if you're, like I say, if you're watching this and you think ARVIA is big, well, let me tell you, she's like, you know, hang on, am I getting myself confused here, guys? If you're looking at this and you're thinking this ship is big, then ARVIA is massive. Oh, Stevie's here. Stevie, just quick one. Stevie, come here quickly. How has today been?
Yeah, it's been great.
You've loved it, haven't you?
Yeah, it was lovely.
He's just found an empty infinity pool, so he's going to go and run to that. I'll come and join you in a sec. We're going to watch sail away from the infinity pool. It's going to be interesting tonight, actually, because we're going to see both ships. Well, actually, it depends. If this ship sails away before us, obviously, then we'll see. I don't know if I'm blurry. We'll see 2 ships sail away, but if we sail off before them, we'll not see this sail away. You get it. Actually walk down anyway. It's currently 7:05. Believe it or not, it was actually all aboard at 5:30. So we are actually, well, I would usually, what usually happens is usually says like all aboard around about like 5:30, and then you would usually get on board around about, well, you would usually set sail around 6:30. So to think that at 7 o'clock and we're still not set off makes me think, I wonder if it's something to do with this ship. Maybe this is the reason why we haven't set off yet. Maybe these were meant to set off before us, and because these haven't set off, let me just, oh, actually no, their gangway is still open. You can just see it through there. So actually no, maybe they're meant to be in later than us, and maybe we're going to get off before them. And here's the empty infinity. Stevie's excited to get in. I'm going to get in with him. We've I don't think we've vlogged this yet, but we have spent a lot of time in the infinity pools. They are absolutely amazing on board, and you usually find at any time after 6 o'clock they're empty. And that's us now sailing out of Sint Maarten, and everyone's waving on the top decks of that ship. That's amazing. We actually found out the reason why we were delayed is we were waiting for a parcel to come through customs, and that's why we're delayed. We're delayed by 2 hours, but yeah, I love sail away, you know. It is my favourite thing. I always love being out for sail away. And like I say, look, they're still getting on board their ship, so they must have a very, very late sail out, which is awesome. Tomorrow in Antigua, our sail out is at 8:30 p.m, so we've got a lot later tomorrow than what we did today, because there's actually a lot of passengers getting on board the ship. And I suppose this is saying goodbye to Sint Maarten as well. I've absolutely adored Sint Maarten. I know I've said this a few times today, but I can't begin to tell you how much I've absolutely loved this port. My 2 favourite ports thus far on this cruise have been the Virgin Islands, which I was completely shocked by, and then Sint Maarten. Yeah, I can't recommend, like, even if you don't want to sail with P&O and you sail with another cruise line, like, the Caribbean has been like, I can't begin to tell you, like, I feel emotionally torn about it, because I've just had such, and well, not even halfway through the holiday yet, but I've just had such an amazing time. I feel so fortunate to be here, and again, like I've said before, it's thanks to you guys. Without you guys watching these vlogs, this literally would not happen, so thank you so much. Me and my brother both really appreciate it. Oh, good morning. I'm going to speak very quietly this morning, because it is only, what time is it, Stevie? 6:30 a.m, so it's quite early. We're currently coming into the port of Antigua right now. Obviously, because we're in an inside cabin, we can't see what's going on, but we should be coming into the port of Antigua. We actually had, apologies, I know the lighting's terrible here, we actually had a really rough night last night for movement. When I say really rough, like, for most of you hardcore sailors, for some of you sailors that sail more often, you probably wouldn't class it as like a rough evening, but for people who maybe aren't used to cruising, you may class that as a rough evening, because it was rough. We were rocking side to side. We've got something on the wall which basically tells us of how much we're rocking, and it was swinging. So that's a rock. Go on, Stevie, you hit 16. How are you feeling this morning?
I'm fine.
Are you feeling tired?
No.
You're not feeling tired? You looked very tired.
Yeah, it's just the time.
And as you can see, we are in Antigua, and Antigua looks really nice. The water looks like, I've never seen the water look like that before in a port. It looks more like a river than it does the actual sea. It's crazy. I just thought I would show you what's in the buffet, because I've actually not vlogged the buffet yet. So in the buffet, you've got 3 cups of coffee all day, every day. You can just push the button, coffee comes out dead easy. Apologies about the flicker. Free tea bags, You've got green tea, caramel, peppermint, loads of actually different teas, and then you've got all these cups. For anyone who might, you know, like your cereals, you've got bran flakes, cornflakes, Special K, just there, and then also you've got all brand Frosties and Rice Krispies in the packet, and you've got shredded wheat. Obviously, you've got loads of milk there, which is semi-skimmed. Crisp-wise, you've got fresh eggs, you've got fresh bacon, sausages, tomatoes, you've got ham omelettes, and then you've got boiled eggs. You've got a few additional extras like smoked haddock, Aberdeen Angus beef black pepper sauce, black pudding, sausage and potato hash, minute gammon steak, and more back bacon. You've got more stuff. You've got like strawberry yogurts, pineapple yogurts, apricots, muesli, berry, apple, raisins, mixed chopped nuts, pumpkin seeds, granola. And for anyone that's actually been keeping up with these vlogs, you'll be happy to know that we do have internet today in Antigua. So for anyone that's like as addicted as me and Stevie to the internet, then just to let you know, in Antigua, EE works. I can use it. I've went for bacon and omelette tonight. Tonight. It feels like tonight because we only went to bed like 5 hours ago. There's various other things in the buffet. You can kind of get the gist of what you get kind of in here. It's usually like fresh breakfasts, fresh yogurts. There's also fresh fruit on the other side. To be honest, I was cautious of filming because obviously people are trying to have their breakfast, and I didn't vlog the bit where no one's at the fresh fruit. Just wanted to confirm it. Oh no, I've just spilled tea on myself. Oh, you can't take me anywhere. Oh, take two. Just for anyone, right, who is a huge tea drinker like myself and is panicking, and trust me, there's people that panic about not getting a good brew in the morning, I can confirm P&O are some of the best for getting your brew in the morning. If you're from America and you're thinking, God, you Brits, you love your cuppas. Oh, we do. And hell to pay if we don't get it in the morning. No, P&O is amazing for brews. There's like literally endless cups of coffee, endless tea. Stevie, what are you having this morning? Look what Stevie's got.
Reveal. Same thing as every morning.
Just coming out through the infinity pool bar area. Oh my God, look how quiet it is. This is what I will say about this ship. On port days, you will get a quiet day where you won't really see a lot of people around. It's sea days where this is all full and everyone takes us sunbeds from 6 AM. But look at Antigua. Oh my God, I am so excited to explore this port. Look at it. It's absolutely stunning. There's a lot of you guys flying into, well, not you guys, but a lot of passengers flying in today. Actually, I do know a couple of viewers that are coming on this cruise actually, which is always cool. And what I do recommend is this infinity pool on an evening. This is always my fave. We haven't really been vlogging a lot of our evenings. We've been kind of taking a lot of time off cam, but yeah. Infinity pool on an evening. It's usually flashed. It's usually like all lit up red. It's really nice. And then obviously you get these views. Excited for today?
Yeah.
What are you expecting? We are just off the bus having a 5-10 minute break, and it is gorgeous. Now this is a cool little rock. Look at this. However, as much as we're not prepared to be on the beach, I feel like it would be quick. Tell you, one of the worst things about packing up your room is just all the stuff that you have, and you think to yourself,